Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Iyanda Siraj, the eclectic high priestess. I hope that I'm finding you well and in high spirits. And if you are new here, thank you so much for coming and sharing the space with us today. If you are a regular, thank you so much for coming back. We are so happy to always get to just share in this space, learn together, grow together, offer support to one another. So we are doing your A team is on the line. Okay, this is going to be a regular reading now for the time being, and it's going to have messages from your angels, ancestors, galactic guides, animal kingdom or guides, and the Ascended Masters. Okay, so today we did it in pick a card format, and I believe this is what we're going to keep using. So we have group one, which is the golden healer crystal here. We have pile two with Palo Santo, and we have pile three here with this lapis plate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we just want to take a moment to thank thank the whole A team for being here with us and for communing with us and having messages for us, allowing for space to be had for this interaction and this exchange. So for group one who picked the master healer or the golden healer crystal, your A team wants to speak to you about, okay, why? Okay, so they want to answer your question, why? Now, for me, this feels like maybe you've been pointed in a different direction. Maybe you've been given very specific instruction about something that you need to do next. It seems unconnected. Maybe it doesn't seem connected to what you thought you were supposed to be doing right now. It seems unrelated. Okay, but I do feel like that your ancestors, your A team, in whole wants you to realize that this path or this project, this goal that you have, the process to get there is not linear. So they're asking you first off to just lean into the unknown, lean into the unfamiliar. Okay, because in due time, you will be receiving the answers that you need. Okay, I'm also picking up that you may be feeling led to a certain reading material, certain things in general, and you may not understand why, but just go ahead and go with it. Go ahead and go with it, and it won't take long for you to acknowledge what it is or what the reason was why you felt drawn to that specific thing. Because I'm picking up energy of playing cards too, so there's this thing um, of chance as well, as chance, like chance happenings and things like that. So try to go with the flow as much as you can during this time. It looks like they're telling you that maybe the answer, as the answer to why, is not going to be made super plain and clear until you are paying attention, until you are just present in the moment. Okay, you're going with the flow, and the presence, being present, is what's going to help you answer this question. Okay. I also feel like too, with this, you could have been praying for healing or reconciliation in a certain situation, and you feel like that wish hasn't been granted or wasn't granted, and you want to know why. Like, you want to know why that thing wasn't given to you, right? And so that's that book. So maybe answers to that question are on their way to you. I feel like also you probably have been shown this over time with this banner here. I feel like it's saying that you're almost there. You see how this person has probably journeyed long and far for this knowledge. Okay, and so she's about to pick this book up. The banners are here in celebration. So I do feel like this is some stabilizing energy or information or guidance that's getting ready to come into you from your A team. All right, so let's start with the ancestors and see what they want to add. The King of Wands. Okay, all right. So, this is one of those cards of like focus, of determination, of drive. Okay. So, this is one of those things of maintaining. Okay. Your ancestors want you to maintain that sense of drive and force in your life right now, even though you don't necessarily know all the answers or where this is leading. Okay, I feel like this is your ancestors pointing the wand out to tell you to take action in a certain way. They're asking you, I'm hearing take the baton as well. So some of you may be questioning your own qualification or your own readiness to take on a certain role or position. And your ancestors are letting you know that no, it's your time. They're literally handing it to you. This looks like a well decorated king, a very noble king, from what I can tell. He has hawk feathers, which would say that he's operating in higher sight. He has the leopard or leopard skin, I think. Y'all, I think it's a leopard, which to me talks about being quick, like having an agile mind and being very quick on their feet as far as knowing what to do next. Okay, so this is something that your ancestors are assisting you with or trying to teach you how to draw on your own knowing, on your own personal, I guess, energy, I guess is what it's trying to say, your own personal problem solving skills. Okay, yeah, there we go, your own personal problem solving skills. So I think your ancestors are leading you towards certain challenges even that can help to grow you and develop you. Okay, so that feels beautiful. Let's move on to the Ascended Masters. The miser, okay, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so with the miser here, the miser is typically somebody who hoards, okay, valuables, things that they think are valuable because they don't want them to be stolen, or they don't want other people to have them in general. Okay, so with the green hair here, this does talk a little bit about envy and things like that, envy and jealousy. So the Ascended Masters are talking to you about, are you answering your question about why you haven't received a certain thing. They want to talk to you about you comparing yourself to other people. They want to talk to you about withholding your gifts, your light. They want to talk to you about just the question of why this person is getting something before you. Okay, so there's definitely this energy of you questioning your team. Like, I don't know how much more I have to do. Your Ascended Masters are talking to you about stepping out of a race of some sort, stepping out of a race so that you can focus on your own particular offerings, so that you can focus on your own value. Okay. And this will alleviate that question of why, rather than answer it. It will alleviate that question because you will realize that the wheel of fortune turns and continues to turn. And sometimes people are up and sometimes they're down. And at any given point, it can be your time to be on top, quote unquote, right? To be on top. All right. So this is an energy. Your Ascended Masters are telling you that any greed, any shrewdness, any, I guess, holding back, all of this is what they're asking you to really get rid of, or what's being mirrored to you even in this time. If you see somebody getting acknowledgement for something that they're doing, and you know that you haven't necessarily put yourself out there to get that same acknowledgement, then this is what's coming to you. This is what the Ascended Masters are asking you to look at. Instead of looking at the other person, asking about why they were able to do it, you can also look at them to get how they did it, and then you can apply that. Okay, so the Ascended Masters may be telling you, maybe like, take an example, find someone who can share with you how they did it. Don't be too afraid to ask for help, because the Four of Pentacles does often talk about like holding back or keeping things to yourself, withholding. Okay, so it does feel like you don't want to ask for help. Okay, so there is definitely some valuable assistance here for you, I do feel as well. I think that you felt like the divine was withholding things from you, and you were asking why. The Ascended Masters are saying, well, you haven't learned to value yourself and see that the very things that everybody else has, you are able to get, or are capable of attaining, or already possess. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say. Oh, good. Yeah, the Magician. All right, that's beautiful energy. Okay, so when we're answering this question, or we're looking at the topic of why, you asking this question, why, the angels are here. They're saying that this particular journey is really going to help you put together the elements. It's going to draw together the elements interpersonal, like internal, the inner elements that you need in order to accomplish whatever this goal is, or walk down this path that you're on. Okay. The magician here is saying as well that the question is not necessarily why. I'm also picking up too that the ancestors want you to begin to ask yourself what your why is. When you connect with the why, then the magic is going to be activated, because when you know why you're doing something, or why you're so driven to do it, I feel it's saying that empowers you. It empowers you. It makes you draw, like, from the deepest recesses, the energy that you need to move forward in the process. Okay. Sometimes when we don't have a why, it makes it easier to give up. When you don't know why you're doing something, it makes it easier to walk away from it. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm being led to just say, kind of like where twin flames, where people, they don't understand the things that are going on in the dynamic, so they walk away. They don't understand it. So there is this whole situation here about you collecting skills, you collecting or boosting your own confidence and things like that. So all of these things that you are learning and picking up on this journey, your A team is wanting you to know that it's adding to your potency. It's adding to your resilience. It's adding to your wisdom and knowledge, so that you can then step out and create this new beginning, or this new life that you've been wanting. And that's a beautiful energy. Trust this process, because it's definitely introducing you to your own magic. Okay. Let's see. The animal kingdom says, it's a camel. Says, trust that you have the resources to get you through the challenges before you. Also, I feel like there's definitely a big thing, because the question why, there's so many ways that this question is formulated, or so many ways that you are asking these questions, because there's so many of you, right? But what it comes down to is that someone is feeling like they've been forgotten by their A team. You feel like things are not working for you, or that you are not being guided. Okay. And this is, you're like, why? Like, why? Okay. And so this is definitely something big, where you are meant to go through this process to add to yourself. With the camel, it's almost like I'm thinking about the camel and how they store fat, I want to say. Is it fat? Water? I think it's fat. Anyway, but they store it in their hump for use on long journeys and things like that. So I do feel like there's definitely energy here where they're definitely telling you that this is definitely something about introducing you to your inner wisdom, your inner magic, the tools. Is showing you how capable you are to get through certain things. Okay. And this is going to be very beneficial, because the things that you feel like are hard now are just an introduction. You know what I'm saying? It's like a shock for you, so that as you get through this, integrate this, you'll be introduced to troubles and trials in the future, and they won't, nothing ever affect you. Don't anything ever affect you the way those situations did in the past, because you've gained these tools from the circumstance. Okay. All right. So let's see what the galactic guides have for you. Alone time. Okay. So if you feel as if, oh, I'm picking up another message for this group, I also feel there's someone who's asking why something didn't work out, and your guides are saying that it didn't work out. We needed to hide you and your value. We needed to hide you and your value for the time being, so that what you are to create, or what you are to put out, would not be affected. Okay. So the alone time card is a Vega present energy. So this does talk to me about, maybe someone feels isolated. Maybe someone feels like something ended, a friendship, a partnership. Maybe you don't feel supported by the people around you. All of this comes with the purpose of you finding your own personal power. Okay. You stepping into your own personal energy of the magician. All right. So with this alone time, some of you are needing to contemplate past truths, new truths. You're needing to integrate who you are today, and let go of who you were yesterday with love and kindness. Okay. But all of this is saying that your ancestors and guides really want you to be paying attention to the fact that it's not a comparison. It's not a race. This is all a personal journey. Okay. And it's all about you developing yourself into your highest potential. All right, so let's bring it down to earth a little bit and see what we have. An emotional offer. I feel like that's a prayer or a plea fashion about the appearance of things. Someone is making a personal plea or prayer to their ancestors and guides about the appearance of things. Send the invite. Okay, yes, it's saying that you are expressing that you've done everything and you're waiting for this energy to come into you, this positive energy for you. Force, yeah, okay. And then shiny things, yeah, also talking about again the beauty or the perception of a situation. You're too good for this. So there's definitely a lot of minimizing yourself, giving your power to other people. Say it with your chest is right there. Also, not standing up for yourself, not standing in your own power. So that's why your ancestors or guides have you going through this period. It seems like that they've taken your security blanket away. Okay, your security blanket, and whatever that looks like for you, whether nostalgia, yep, it could be dependence on old friends, family members, coping mechanisms from your childhood. Yep, they want you to grow. They want you to deepen your sense of self and your dependence on yourself. Shh. Yep, they want you to quiet your mind, all the noise. They want you to quiet other people's opinions and input right now so that you can focus. You can't sit with us. That's also that's also one of those energies. If you were particularly asking about someone leaving your life, that's because this person is not aligned with where your guides and your team is trying to take you. Okay. Broken bones, sticks and stones may break your bones. And so I feel like there's definitely a lot more difficulty in the other thing that you were moved away from than what you are experiencing now. And you just don't know that. The word yes is here. Let's get through the last part of this deck and see if there's anything else. Brunch date. So if that's okay, brunch date. Somebody could get asked on a brunch date. Somebody could be, oh, okay. Change the station. So you have brunch date and change the station. So change the station could be that maybe you're being asked to change up your routine a little bit. Maybe you're being asked to just get out of the house a little bit more, because a brunch date, if you're not someone who typically does brunch, they're saying get out of the house at a time that you wouldn't normally get out of the house to change up your routine. If you do that, you're going to bump into different people. You're going to bump into new people because you go out at the same time every day, do the same things. You bump into the same people. You don't see anybody new. You got October here and one last shuffle here. And fuck boy. Yep. I knew somebody was asking about somebody in their life. I feel led to talk to y'all about the inbound opportunities down there. So that is a good omen about why you're being told to move away from some stuff. I'm sorry, y'all, but I was looking through the cards and it was so good because it was inbound opportunities. Then there was another card, and then I looked one more time and it said group sex. Sometimes when you know you went too far. Okay, let's move on to group two. Okay, group two. If you picked the Palo Santo, this is your message. Your ancestors want to talk to you about yin, okay? They want to talk to you about the feminine polarity. Your ancestors and A team in general want to speak to you about receptivity, about your intuition. They want to talk to you about balancing. They want to talk to you about rest. They want to talk to you about reciprocity. Okay. They even want to talk to you about the simple, sweet things in day-to-day life. Okay. So they really are bringing your attention to the little day-to-day things that add sweetness. Okay. With this too, I also feel like there's an energy of kind of like nurturing self, right? Nurturing self. In general, though, it feels like we are focusing in on the feminine polarity. And let me see. Oh, okay. I'm picking up on reflection. I'm picking up on reflection, self-acceptance. Okay. I do also feel like there's something here. It looks like this face is like washing their face in the fountain. So there's a sense of refreshing, renewal, removing veil, like we're washing away impurities or veil, the veil, I guess. Okay. It's the number two, so there's definitely energy of duality of one side of something that is not necessarily aligning or needs to be given attention at this time. Because this fountain or this washing bowl is on up these three steps, I do feel like this is talking about certain actions or certain um I don't know, like I'm hearing platforms, I'm hearing like the steps to something, the steps to this thing. Okay. So it may be asking you to put together some type of plan that allows for rest. Okay. So maybe they're asking you to incorporate more rest into your day to day routine. Um, they want you to slow down a little bit and really just feel the breeze on your skin, to really smell, sense. They're asking you to just slow down, it feels like, with this message. Okay. All right, so let's start with your angels. No, let's start with the ancestors. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles here. All right. So this is talking about learning something. So I do feel like there is an energy of you adopting new something new in your routine, something that feeds your sense of flow, that connects you with your body, and your breath. Okay, that slows you down and allows you to think. Before you move on things. Okay. I also feel too with this, um, I'm feeling the like attraction, like the law of attraction for some reason. Okay. So I'm feeling the energy of receiving without too much struggle, with just like setting your aim and then learning what you need to learn to prepare for that thing to get there. Okay. So honestly, there is something here about moving out of the masculine polarity or masculine energy where where it's not a bow and arrow, it's a knife, when you have to physically walk up and jab something and kill it. This is saying that you can be afar, set your sights, and then put your arrow out. And then the three pentacles represent you, the arrows. Okay, so practice, your target practice. You've learned, you've gained your own skills. This is also a card of collaboration, but it's not the energy that I'm picking up here. It does feel like your own vision board, it's talking about the creative ways to manifest. That's what I feel here. It's like vision boards, more about drawing the energy to you rather than you going out and trying to meet an energy. Okay. All right. So, okay, ancestors. I'm also picking up on hopes and dreams. We did say goals, but I really feel like hopes and dreams, because the gentleman back here is actually looking out to the stars. And so this is telling me as well where we can, I'm hearing healthy detachment from your goals after you've set intention is coming up from your ancestors. Let's move on to the Ascended Masters and see what they want. Okay, Eight of Wands, traveling. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, these three cards together definitely, I said traveling, it says traveling, and that's cool, but what this tells me is that your intentions are coming into manifestation very quickly. The Eight of Wands is very speedy. Okay, very speedy. So this is saying maybe you're in a good time right now. If you can get clear on what it is that you really want, then your A team is okay. They're really wanting to collaborate with you. They wanted you to relax a little bit more and talk to them so that they can do a little bit more work on your behalf. Okay, because this is also a collaboration card, like working together as a team. Okay, so they're saying they are your team, and we can actually get things to you a lot quicker if you can just tell us, if you can just get clear on what it is that you want. Okay, so with this traveling card, I do feel as if that's what they're saying. For whatever reason, though, I'm also picking up on someone who does dream travel. Okay, I'm picking up on a dream traveler, someone who can, in their dream state, visit other places. Okay, I do, and I'm feeling that message, and they're telling you that If you want to feel more in control of that process, then all you have to do is make a specific request, or, ask a specific question, and then you will be able to travel more intentionally. Okay. I feel like that's kind of what they're saying to us here. If you can ask them the question, maybe like before you go to bed, put the petition out in whatever way that you decide you're going to do it. This can it's like more direct. It's more direct, and you can get to what you need to get to easily if you really set up that practice. Okay. Now, I do also feel in general that there are opportunities coming in for group two, and your team really, really, really wants you to be able to receive. Okay. With that yin energy, it's all about receiving. Okay. So, whatever this is, you have done your part in order to manifest it and bring it to you. And so, when it gets here, exercise all that you've prepared. Exercise and exercise all the tools and skills that you've prepared once it shows up. Okay. So let's see what the angels want to add. Change your life. Okay. Change your life. Yes. So this is the tower energy. So you do have something coming in, and it's going to seem kind of unexpected, but it's not going to take long for you to connect with the idea that you were a co-creator in this situation. And that's what the angels are making sure that you know. Yes, we are assisting you every day. Do whatever little thing, big thing you want to do. Okay. But we want you to feel empowered. The whole purpose of this thing is that you're empowered through us. Okay. Not reliant on us. Okay. So that's what the angels are saying here. The angels are saying that this is not just coming out of nowhere. You helped create this with your clear sense of direction, or I say clear sense of direction, but your clear intention setting and taking the inspired action towards your goals. You have sped up this gift or this process, this wish. You've sped it up and brought it to yourself. Okay. The change your life card is also one that talks about breaking free from procrastination. And the yin card, when yin energy is imbalanced, it can be overly like relaxed. Okay. It can be lazy. So this can be, if you've been feeling particularly lazy, then your team is telling you they need you to take more action, whatever that is, whether that's in talking to them more, whether that's in doing your part, whether that's, taking the little steps, adding education, whatever it is. But they're saying that, a lack of action is on your part won't help this situation necessarily, but you don't have to force anything. You only have to do your part. But they do, because they do want you to be able to walk away with some credit for this. The angels are saying, no, we want you to have credit too. We want you to feel empowered because you got this thing done. We want you to know that the process is always this easy. You can call on us and listen to the guidance we have for you. Take the steps that you're being led to take, and then trust that what you asked for is going to be showing itself to you. Okay. Now with the tower card, this can be kind of sudden. So just be ready to receive is what I'm saying. Be prepared to receive it. Okay. Because things may move pretty quickly after the fact. So let's see what the animal kingdom has for you. Ooh, ladybug. I love it. I love it. Already I'm feeling, we were talking about that sweetness of life, that beauty, like opulence even. Excuse me. There's a big shift in your environment. Honestly, I feel like it may seem like it's small when it first presents itself, but it's not going to take very long for this to escalate. Okay. It's going to escalate quickly. So ladybug, this is a time of good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive all good things in your life. Yes. I just keep being drawn back to the idea that they want you to remember that you created it. This is going to help you feel more deserving of it. This is going to help you receive it with more ease, when you can connect, when you can honor yourself and everything that you did put into it. Okay. Everything that you put into it, whether that was just having faith that it could be a thing. Okay. I love this. I love this energy. Now let's see what the galactic guides are adding for you. Refining your galactic lineage, Pleiades. Now I just heard that Toby lyric again. He said, I realized I came from a lineage that never ever had to penny pinch. So that's definitely if you're healing lack mentality, if you're healing anything that's tied to that's creating a blockage for you to manifest or for you to attract the lifestyle, create the lifestyle that you want. It's almost like refining galactic lineage is saying, again, I feel like this is talking about you need to identify who we are and talk to us. You need to identify your goals and aspirations and share them with us, okay? So that we can help align you with it. And if it's not something that's in alignment at all, then we can also inform you of that, okay? But we need you to be talking to us. We need you to be sharing with us like we your friends. Talk to us. This is also an 11, so it's definitely an invitation to a new life. It's an invitation to a new life. When we say we're refining our galactic lineage, that means that I feel like it's any getting rid of any ancestral or generational energies that are holding you back from being able to receive this. So this would be, especially if it's physical resources or material resources, this would be any negative ideas or processes about money. Okay, this could be fear of success because you don't know how people are going to feel towards you or treat you. Okay, this could be fear of having a lot because you don't know if people are going to take from you. So there's a whole lot of things you could have inherited from your family or from your from your actual blood family. And then of course galactic lineage, where it talks about being able to receive positivity, being able to experience a good energy instead of expecting or defaulting to the negative polarity. Okay, that's everybody, right? Okay, so now let's see what our playing cards want to add here for you guys. What else do you have for group 2, 18 of the people who are here for group 2? What messages do you have for them? Surrender your defenses. Yep, we talked about being receptive and allowing spirit to gift you with this abundance, this bounty. Oh, they're telling me to look on the back. This is actually funny because there's a 7 of Wands energy on the back as well. So it's surrender your defenses. Put your weapon down, because right now is not a time where you have to be overly worried or concerned. The rigidity could even block something at this time. So surrender your defenses. Be open to receive. Okay. Too many cards. Anything else? 1, 2. Okay. All right. So we have unique gifts right there. So boom, there it is. For some of you, I did say there was some. Oh, I hear scrying as well. So there's also that's one. Painting is there, and initial investment. Okay, y'all know. So when we talked about the prayer, the intention, that's the initial investment. The prayer or the that's oil, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, the prayer, intention setting, that's the initial investment. Okay, and so what this is you need to know from your team that part of this picture that's being painted or that's unfolding or being shown to you right now, you painted it. You painted this picture, and maybe you don't remember asking for it. Maybe you don't remember requesting it. This is why I think this is why they brought up like the vision board or your intention setting. They want you to go review count your vision board. They want you to look at your journal and see the process from where you set this intention to now. Okay, so there's something about reflecting on that so that you will feel more connected to the manifestation. Okay, there's something here about like not knowing that you created something, giving the power or the praise to other people or to something else outside of you. 11 again, so definitely have an invitation to initiation. Plant seeds, covens. Okay, covens. Ooh, so somebody with that covens card there, it could be talking about somebody feeling particularly connected to the occult or to magic or certain things like that, and that could mean that you have a lineage in that, or there's some energy that's connected to that in your bloodline, maybe. Okay. Because we did also have unique gifts. So we have 12 tribes. Yeah, you definitely could totally have a fool in love. You could have a very significant bloodline, and maybe you need to research it. Okay, because maybe this is going to help to encourage or to validate for you that something fits. Okay, so there's other pieces to this puzzle apparently, and you're being led to the different things that can help you feel more confident in this chapter. A fool in love. A fool in love. What is the message for a fool in love? Friends and homies. Okay, so someone, okay, there's something here. Someone's asking, or someone's sending you a message particularly about feelings that you have for someone that you've known for a long time. This is a good friend of yours, or was a friend of yours. And, I think there may be a question here about, if this is wishful thinking, if there's wishful thinking. Okay. But then we have loyalty here. So that I do feel as if, there's opportunity here. If that's something you were asking about, like a person or something, then there's opportunity there. Okay, there is. What else do we have here? I looked over there and saw body odor is one of the cards, and I paired it with the fool in love. Somebody likes the way you smell. Somebody likes the way, like, everything about you down to the way you smell. Like, okay, so then we have savings here. Okay, yeah. So savings, that's a warning. That's a warning to make sure that you take care of yourself. Saving is a very important form of self-love, because it prepares you and minimizes the amount of stress that you have in the future when you're met with a difficulty, okay, or when you need resources. When you save money, that's how you show self-love to yourself. Or that's how self-love is shown, through saving money. What it does is, like I said, it prepares you so that when something happens, you're not rushing, anxious, stressed, trying to get it taken care of. When you have done due diligence to put the savings away, you can just draw from what you have. You don't have to worry about it too much. You don't have to stress. Oh, this is happening. Okay, I have to take care of that. Okay, so that's a warning here to make sure that you do put stuff back. And then what's next is here. And of course, when I wrote this card, I was thinking about the Drake song. See what's about to happen next. Hey, okay. So this looks beautiful. You're in the energy of receiving. So keep that question lighthearted. Keep that playful, childish energy around it. Oh, keep that playful, childish energy around it, because that'll allow you to be more kind of like flowing and detached from the everyday happenings of this process. Okay, it'll get you from here to the event, I guess, without too much stress and anxiety, because you're kind of just trusting the process. I tapped that because it says owner's box. I'm talking about the owner's box at like sports events and things like that. So this is talking about what you're going to be introduced to. Remember, we're talking in the beginning of this about the sweetness of life, that opulence, the nicer things. You had the shiny things card that show itself also. So this is what's coming. You've planted these seeds to cultivate this. You made the initial investments. This is about to blossom for you. You're about to be sitting in the owner's box. Okay, second chance. So this is something that maybe you tried it before and gave up on it, or maybe this person walked out of your life and now you're about to get a second chance, and it's really gonna have you feeling like the boss. It's really gonna have you feeling really great. At dawn, okay, so, and then at dawn, breakthrough. Okay, so that's for somebody. Dang, my fan just started going real fast when I said that. But I think that this is an invitation to connect at dawn. So, people say that that's the best time for meditation and prayer, because, the energies are quiet and still where you are. So perhaps that's an invitation. The answer that you need will come at dawn, or they're asking you to get up and pray in the morning. Okay, so anything else? Anything else before we move on? The unknown. Look at that. The unknown. So they really want you to get up, talk to them, make space in your life to talk, because they really want you to be feeling prepared. They really want you to feel confident. They really want to know exactly what it is that you're needing from them at this time. They know. They want you to communicate it, right? because they already know. They just want you to get into the process of communicating it. Okay. So let's move on to number 3 with the lapis plate. It's my homies from Sirius. Okay. Anyway. All right. So if you picked group 3 with the lapis plate, your A team wants to speak to you regarding, ooh, wait, come on. Milk and honey. Dang, this feels really connected to that other one. Yeah, because they about to dip your whole lineage in milk and honey. Ooh wee. Okay, I don't know, but for some people, your guides, man, honestly, they want you to know that, or they want you. Okay, I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing on one end, they want you to really start treating life like a picnic. They say, you should just treat life like a picnic. I'm also hearing that life is a picnic. They're saying it two different ways, because they're saying they want you to start seeing it that way, but they're saying life is a picnic. Life is as beautiful and joyful and enjoyable as you will allow it to be, right? The rainbow is here, which would indicate that there was some rain before, right? The milk and honey comes maybe as the prize or as the gift, right? But with that elephant there, that definitely tells me that there is a continuation of this wealth, this continuation of this sense of beauty and healing. Okay, um, God, listen. This face is literally like smirking down on the elephant playing. So it's like your angels, your A team, they actually are going to be taking joy and are right now taking joy in seeing you uh, experience more bliss and happiness in your life, more fulfillment. I'm hearing another Toby lyric. We in the land of milk and honey, but ain't nothing free. These demons hungry. Okay, so they want to talk to you too about the fact that you have earned this. You are here. They want you to bask in it. They also want you to protect it. They want you to know that you are protected as well, as you embrace this new season, as you enjoy the fruits of your labor, as you enjoy the blessings that came straight from the divine, and you didn't have to do nothing for them. Okay, so and I'm picking up on Oshun energy and Isis energy too in this. So with Isis, that means that you have gone through some sense of regeneration, some sense of um, rebirthing. Okay, you've gone through into the healing chambers, and now you're coming out of that. Okay, and so with the honey here representing Oshun, that would tell me that you are being gifted. You went in, you got the healing. Of course, that was the first gift. Then you came out, and now you're going to be gifted with your outside mirroring your inside. So you're going to be gifted with milk and honey. Okay, all right, so let's look and see what else they want to say. Ancestors. Let's go with ancestors. Come on. Hierophant. Yeah, this is a card talking about ascension. Okay. I do feel like with the Hierophant coming up, it's saying that you one is like you're committing to this. Okay, you're committing to living your life more like this on a regular basis. There's some kind of agreement or contract that you've now made. Okay, I don't know what that is for you, but whatever this is, there's something you're doing for your ancestors specifically that's also going to bring joy and fulfillment to you. So there's some type of ancestral contract that you have that you are fulfilling. Okay, and it has something to do with creating generational wealth, okay, for your bloodline. All right. With the Hierophant here, I think it's talking about ideals. Okay, it's talking about ideals, but it's also talking about just veneration of your ancestors, your guides, your deities that you work with. I do feel like this is offerings as well. So you might need to offer. You may be one of those people who need to set out an offering to your ancestors or to your guides, so that they can have the strength to support you. Okay. I'm also feeling too that this is a message from the ancestor to trust the natural order of things, to trust the natural order of things. All right. The ancestors are also talking about the gift or the pleasure in nature. Okay, so they're talking about the abundance of nature or the things that are readily available to you. This is standing out to me because I've been watching and I'm kind of addicted to the Instagram page, The Black Forager. Beautiful Black woman who is going around in her neighborhood and surrounding areas and collecting foliage, literally, um, from the environment and cooking it and literally cooking up quite amazing dishes and delicacies. And so there is something here about creating, or not even creating, but just honoring the beauty of nature as well. I also too hear natural beauty, your natural beauty, enhancing your natural beauty. So again, that may come in with like milk baths, honey, different like skincare treatments, body treatments, and things like that, that can help to align you and bring balance. Okay. I'm also seeing a compass. So maybe some self-care is needed so that you can better hear your guidance. Maybe you need to clear the air a little bit. I do also feel emphasis on the clouds a lot in both of these cards. So this card kind of looks like a long-eared puppy. Um, and of course, this one has its own face in it. But there is an emphasis about like limitlessness. The sky is the limit almost. Um, ask and ye shall receive type of energy. Okay, kind of taking us back to the second group here. So let's see what the ascendant masters want to add. Okay, letting go. Eight of Swords. No, Eight of Cups. Is it the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Cups? It's the Eight of Cups. What are you saying to us? I do feel as if any clearing work that you are doing, it's creating ripple effects. So there is a sense of, wow, there is a sense of changing the dynamic or shifting paradigm. Okay, we did say that you are creating like generational wealth. Maybe this is something that you literally have to create and bring into your family because it's not there at all. Okay. So with letting go, we will be letting go of that idea that our family is not successful, or our family, any limitations is what I'm trying to get at. Any limitations that separate, us from really basking in the abundance and the endlessness of abundance in our lives. Okay. That the ancestors, that the guides really want us to embrace. I feel like also ideals about having good things, having nice things. I feel like this group is one that would tend to try to sacrifice pleasures in life in order to seem more righteous. Okay. Or not to seem more righteous, but because you feel like that's what righteousness is. Okay. So there is your ancestors and the ascended masters are literally saying you may need to let go of the notion that righteousness looks a certain way. I think that righteousness, what your ancestors and guides right now are saying is righteousness looks like you living your best life in alignment, right? You living your best life overarched with some purpose, of course. You have this umbrella of purpose, but then you just live your life blissfully and joyfully. Okay. That's the way that God gets glory out of your story. Okay. That's the way that your ancestors are able to say, ooh, that's me down there. This is the way they're able to bring to experience joy in watching you develop and grow and experience down here. Okay. All right. So let's see what the angels have. 10 of Michael, 10 of Swords. Okay. So this does say that struggle, the thoughts, that the mentality of having less in your existence is about to go away. Your angels are also saying, your ancestry, your bloodline, or even you as an individual have journeyed through these challenges or misunderstandings. You've journeyed, you embraced, you went without. And they're saying congratulations, they're saying thank you, because I do feel like also your ancestors are like thank you, because whatever you've been doing is bringing them honor. It's bringing your angels and your ancestors honor. Okay. By what you're doing to cultivate this happiness in your life, you're breaking some type of cycle or some type of cycle or belief, man. It's really ingrained in your people. Okay. But with the 10 of Michael, the angels are here. They're saying Michael literally is saying that he's going to help you transition from this place to the next place. Okay. Because he's saying that opportunities for happiness are following right after this, whatever this closing or this understanding that you have to come to first. There is opportunity for happiness after this. So go ahead and let go of what was before. I mean, because even in this card, the 10 of Swords is usually like a very defeated energy, okay? But this person showed up for the show. This person showed up for the show. So that means that you took the challenge and you've been doing that work. And I feel like you're going to be blessed abundantly for it, okay? Blessed abundantly for it. Not just you, but your whole entire bloodline. Everything that comes after you and anybody still here, that was before you may get to have part in it too. Who knows? Um, I don't know what these are. I think they're maybe stage lights or something. But also even that, there's illumination by your peers that's happening. Okay, your angels are saying not only are they watching, your angels, but there's your peers are also watching as you end this cycle and move into abundance. That's why I'm keep going back to the fact that God is about to get glory through this situation. You are going to be acknowledged and recognized, of course. But this is also, as you take that bow, God is getting glory. Okay, God is getting glory. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels are all being honored when you take this vow. Okay, or when you bow out of whatever that was that you was bowing out of. Okay, so let's see what the animal kingdom has for you. Oh, what did I just say? Okay, so peacock energy. It says, let yourself stand out and be noticed. Wow. So there's definitely a sense of radiance, spotlight, even because the peacock, man, I mean, this is energy. This goes back to pile two for sure, because the peacock would be more of like that just like, whew, richness, like nice things in life. Okay. So when this card is coming up, I really am picking up the energy of, um, I'm hearing that somebody may have, I won't even say, I guess it is a self-worth issue to an extent, but it's like, if I'm rich, if I become rich, how will my friends treat me? How will my family treat me? But this is saying that's a blockage. You literally are gonna have to let that go, or you're gonna always be broke. You ain't never gonna have nothing, because it is meant for you to be strong enough to withstand whatever they may say, whatever they may do, whatever hate or jealousy may come your way. You've been gifted with the tools and the understanding of how manifestation or how blessings come into us. You've been blessed with that, so you really don't have to get worked up about anybody's feelings. Okay, you don't really have to get worked up about anybody's feelings at this time. This is saying you've committed yourself to work hard. So you honored this contract that you had before you came here. You've been doing this. It's saying now that you are about to have this beauty come into your life, really allow yourself to be seen. I'm hearing what's that song? So then Jimmy Choos, like some that dude with that one eye, something about the Jimmy Choos, something about you wanting to maintain small, modest, and that's sweet and honorable. But there's definitely an energy of here about, you have to let yourself rise to this place that we're trying to put you in. Like, we want you to sit here on this throne, but you still trying to sit down in a circle on the floor. It's like, come on, come on. So it sounds like they kind of irritated with you, like, if you don't get your butt up off the floor and come on. Okay, so your galactic allies here. Let's see. Logic and reason. This is what's keeping you stuck down. This is what's weighing you, actually. Because with logic and reason, it can sometimes block us from being able to really just trust our heart, our intuition. It can really, when we're down here thinking from the material realm or from the 3D way, then it can block us from the vastness of what's really true for us, okay, for our soul. All right. With the Vega card here, logic and reason. I do feel like overthinking, self-criticism. I also feel like, see, look, this person is actually standing on a makeshift pedestal. Look, It's like a makeshift pedestal, or some type of stool, step stool. So I do feel like you're being placed on a pedestal, placed on a platform of sorts, standing on this God-given platform. I dropped a fear and decided to trust more. So this is actually what the message is here. We're giving you this trust that we wouldn't be putting you here if you wasn't worthy. Trust that we wouldn't put you here if we didn't feel like you could handle what's coming with it. We are putting you here and we've given you everything you need. So just know that we're here for you. And be great. So go and be great. That's what I'm hearing. Go and be great. All right. Let's see what the playing cards have for you. Angel investor. Ooh, come on. Angel investor. Let's go. Let's go. That's coming in multiple ways, but in general, it's angel investor for sure. Now, whether that feels like you putting, you investing more energy in your relationships with spirit, but honestly, this, and then getting a good return, from that immediately. But I also feel like there is someone from afar who wants to invest in you. They want to invest in you. And you're going to ask again, you're going to ask why, just like that first group. And because you're stuck in this logic and reason, when what it is you can't even begin to understand the interconnectivity or how this person got the message from your ancestors and guides to invest in you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of how that happens. Fulfillment. I'm going to give that to y'all because fulfillment is here. Also with the angel investor card, I do feel like this person is from afar. This person is like across the globe or from some foreign place, from where you are. Now, this offer is stable, meaning that it's not just like, oh, here's a little something, something to help. It's not just like a little donation, but whatever this person is offering is stable offer that's going to lead to, it's sustainable. It's going to lead to further success. This little bit that you get is going to be able to be invested into something even greater. It's like, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. Okay. Angel investors, stable offer, fulfillment. Like, I feel like you don't even really need no more questions, no more cards. Like, that's it. I also feel this energy of you actually standing out and people are seeing you. So any turn back time, yeah, and any time frame that you went through feeling invisible, feeling like people weren't seeing you, you weren't getting any returns on your investments, the amount of energy that you were putting into something was just tiring and draining because you just weren't really seeing any growth from it. They're saying that this is, you about to see it because somebody else has been seeing it and somebody else has been watching it, and they see you as a valuable investment. With the logic and reason, they've crunched the numbers already. They actually probably already have an offer ready for you, and you should probably be getting it sometime soon, right? So turn back time. Now that tells me that this is someone that you probably have shared your ideas and concepts with before. Maybe you actually wanted them to invest in you before and it wasn't really a good time. Okay. But now this person has been able to see you, see your commitment, your diligence with that Hierophant card. Your commitment was highlighted with that. So it says that this person may feel like they want to help you. January, this person could be an Aquarius, or Capricorn. It could be Aquarius or Capricorn, but ultimately I do also feel like it's a new start. So they could come at the beginning of the month. What is this January card? What is the January card? I think I can switch decks now though, so y'all can tell me what the January. I really want to see what the January card is. Okay, Source. The one and only. Yeah, so I feel like the one and only. I do feel like at the very beginning of this process, maybe you were in the planning process, maybe you were trying to pull the idea all together at that point, and this is when you shared. So now it's almost like you've owned in on it, like you've gotten clear on what it is that you're supposed to be doing with it. And just as you had this epiphany, somebody comes in and wants to invest. Okay. Source, the one and only. Devotion. It just keeps coming up. Expectations. Wow. No, some intent. This is talking about your intentions or your prayers. Okay. So whatever you put out in January at the top of the year, whatever your New Year's resolution was, or whatever the case may be, about being consistent, about being intentional, is saying that your expectations are about to be met. Okay. Your expectations are about to be met. I also feel like there's a warning here about the expectations or what's going to be asked of you with this offer. So make sure that you are willing to explore those expectations and be truthful about whether or not, you align with them or they align with you at this time in your life. Fight with the truth. Battle any fears, anxieties, confusion with the truth. This says, I know that I've done my due diligence. I know I'm a responsible person with money because over the last year I've saved $20,000. So instead of thinking, oh, I can't accept this offer from this person, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. What if I fail? What if I this? What if I that? This is saying fight all of that with truth. And sometimes it's as simple as all you got to do is find the one truth related to what you're saying and replace whatever you're thinking or saying with that truth. Okay. So then, like I said, it can just be as simple as, nope, I have had this $50 in my pocket for 2 weeks and I haven't spent it. I am doing better with money. It can be that simple. Fight with truth. Okay. Let's move on here. See what else we got. When you least suspect. Oh, I like that. It's going to be out of nowhere. I love it. Out of nowhere. Business acumen. Yep. Somebody who has a lot of business experience. They probably have invested in many businesses before, or they teach business practices. Like they may be a professional, like they may be a loan officer. They may be someone who, like a business coach. Okay. But either way, they want to share resources and wisdom with you. Okay. When you least suspect, when you least expect. Trade and communication. Okay, yeah. So remember the expectations of you. So there's going to be something that you are offering to them as well because they're going to trade with you. Maybe there's a service, something that you're good at. You know what I'm picking up on? Maybe you're particularly good at creating social media posts that are engaging and draw people in. Okay, even if it's not necessarily working for you to grow your channel, you can still see that it's valuable. This person can still see that what you create is valuable, even if not enough people are seeing it. Okay, so maybe they could ask you to help create content in exchange for whatever it is they're going to give you. Okay, I'm here for that because I actually had that idea to ask someone, an entity, not just one person, but an entity, if there was a skill that I could offer them in exchange for experience and what they're offering. You know what I'm saying? So. And the communication card might say that you need to speak up. If there is a way that you feel like you can offer, instead of like paying for this, this doesn't look like something that somebody wants you to pay for, but if you feel like you want to give back, find a way, to trade a skill or something like that. I'm hearing though that you've already given what needed to be given in this situation, which was whatever commitment or continuity that you've shown since January, maybe. They don't really care about us. Okay. And potential for loss. Okay. See, these are your fears and concerns. When you can't get assistance or help from people, these are the things that you default to. They don't care about us. Well, I guess I could just throw this all away. Or maybe this wasn't meant to be, and that's why I'm reaching blockages. I could see that being a thing here for somebody. Let's get one more call. And the number 1. Okay, so yeah, new opportunities, new experience here, new opportunities, new experiences. I'm also picking up too that whatever fear you have about not being qualified, you're qualified by experience. Be sure that you don't let people disqualify you because you ain't got degrees, titles, or whatever else. Make sure that you know the value of your experience, your lived experience, because that will take you further than degrees and everything else. Okay, we're not devaluing education, but what we're saying is your lived experience is qualification. Okay. All I want to say is, that's all I want to say. Straight up. That's it. That was the last card. All I want to say is what? they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Somebody's ancestors are saying that though, because I was trying to play it off, but that was really there. The whole thing came out. Somebody's ancestors is saying, be careful who you choose to collaborate with. Okay, be careful who you. Okay, see, I'm not going there, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There's a Toby lyric. He says, "And I never move with the white. This ain't blindside." Ooh, okay. So this is talking about people who want to capitalize on you. Okay, people who want to take your skills that you've cultivated and use them. So somebody's ancestor really wanted to throw that in because it seemed like a particularly like, hey, we've been talking to you about this. So be careful of your associations, and make sure that your ancestors can honor those collaborations. Okay. Throat chakra. So some of you need to speak up. I also feel that okay, the fire magic came out, so I heard Shango. So there's definitely something where you need to speak with authority, you need to speak with power, you need to trust what you're saying, especially when it comes to your finances, the choices and actions that you're taking. You have to be able to communicate and act in accordance with what you're inspired to do. Okay. Relationships. Okay, relationships, fire magic, throat. So speak up in any kind of relationship, whether this is business, whether this is for everybody, by the way. I didn't say that, but this is an overall message about any blockages that you might be experiencing, whether that be opposition or internal blockages. These are collective messages. Okay, so the throat chakra, fire magic, and relationships definitely tells me that you need to be speaking with more passion right now. I also feel like too, you need to make sure you're tempering your energy when you are communicating with loved ones, as well as important business partners and things like that. Make sure you're tempering your passion, and making sure that you're giving space for, it to be received by the other people. Okay. What else do you have there for them? Any concerns that they all need to know about? Taurus energy, stubbornness is going to be a big issue. Stubbornness. I do feel like you may find yourself, this is what's going to force you to speak up, because there is a sense of like blockage in your environment. I could also feel like too, people who are overindulging and things like that. This is things that you're going to be speaking up about. I also feel too, with the Taurus energy, it is tied to the second house as well. So I feel like you're going to be speaking up about your material needs, also your expectations about what your money can do or what your resources can do. Okay. See, you may be seeking advice from professionals about this, or the advice is for you to seek professional guidance when it comes to your finances. Okay. Fifth house with creativity and play. I do feel like there's a sense of forgiveness that needs to be had. So some of these things that are being spoken are going to be saying that you think that you deserve an apology, or you will be offering an apology. Whatever the case may be, this is going to bring more confidence, more flexibility into your life, because you won't be tiptoeing around certain situations, people. You won't be avoiding environments. They won't be avoiding you, whatever the case may be. Neptune in the first house. Yep. So definitely going to be clearing up any illusions about yourself. Okay. Your sense of self, whether that be, thinking that you can, whether there be just an imbalance in what you can accomplish, what you think you can accomplish and what you can't. Like what's really possible for you and what's not. So any illusions when it comes to that are going to fall away, whether they seem positive or whether they seem supportive or not. Okay. Also here too, I do feel like you're going to be transmuting anything that you're going to be transmuting these things that come up when in regards to your childhood that are still affecting you. Okay. With the fifth house is like child creative self-expression, hobbies, play, things like that. So you're going to be finding creative outlets to express yourself, to clean up your inner mirror. Okay. So some of these things that you have inside still, you're going to be finding creative ways to express. Okay. Whether it's paint, art, sex, whatever it is for you, travel, whatever, you're going to be finding more ways to do that. Now, I do feel like with this Taurus energy here with the throat chakra, I feel like you're going to be saying a whole lot more about what's on your mind, okay? Because you may have been tempted to hold certain things back out of fear of how they would be received, okay, by other people. Because they may be a little eccentric, they may be a little centric, even borderline. This is the way you see it, or think other people might see it, borderline psychotic or psychosis, right? With some of the things that you believe in, or some of the things that you're exploring or experiencing, there is a shift in that energy as well, where you're looking at them, look, as destiny, as part of who you are as a being in general. The North Node talks about, your destiny, life purpose, your life path. So all of that, this is all part of that for you guys, okay? Well, that's beautiful. To close out this reading, I am going to give you guys actually, I'm going to give you guys 2 divine guidance cards, because y'all know I like them so much. So let's see what we get. To close out this reading, thank you, 18, for being here with us, and for all the guidance that has come through. What do you have? I said 2, but I just decided that I'm going to do 3. So indecisive. Okay. Not indecisive. I go with the flow. And I do what I feel inspired to do. Okay? So stop talking down on yourself, girl. All right. So let's see what the first one is. 21. As soon as I saw it, I heard hymen. Oh, gosh. Okay. Look at the flower. Look at the hymen. It literally does feel like a veil. Okay. It does feel like a portal or a veil. And I'm hearing like luminescence, like that's the word I'm hearing, luminescence. Like it's almost so bright and so big, it blinds you, or it could blind you if you weren't careful, right? But I like the way that that opening is like that. I'm also hearing too, was a cervix, and it's opening, so it's only like 1 centimeter right now. Ooh, okay. Then we have this beautiful red energy here. Definitely taking me to your roots and your foundation. Soul, I was about to say soul chakra. So if you are resonating with the soul star chakra, then that's what's showing here for me, soul star chakra. Okay. And ooh. Now that's beautiful. That's number 1. That's magician energy. It looks like it. Looks like nature magic or fairy magic is what it looks like. Looks like conception, actually. All right, let's get in here and read these messages for you guys. Ooh. Okay, so in this group 1, I'm just going to say it like with the groups and see how they play with the cards, but 21 is receiving. That was definitely group 1's message. Energetically, you are beginning to draw in the loving people you need to help you move forward on your path and in your life. These people offer you both emotional and spiritual support so that you may see and feel your own value in the world. Remember, you have just as much of a positive effect in their lives as they do in yours. While what you have to give is very important, it's just as important that you allow yourself to receive too. In doing so, you are creating a beautiful energy exchange of growth and support for all. Yes, definitely the message from group 1. I love how they threw in that. Remember, you have just as much of a positive effect in their lives as they do in yours, because we talked about giving the power away to other people, thinking that what they're giving us is like we didn't have any part in creating it, or allowing it to come to us. Okay. This card is 36, self-talk. Yo, I'm pretty sure that we talked about this. I'm pretty sure that was number 2. This is a high energy card and it is directly related to how you are treating yourself. Note how the teeth inside the mouth point inward in the image. It is time to work on being kinder to yourself. It is important that you become aware of your self judgments and inner dialogue. It's time to start consciously talking to yourself as if you were your best friend, using kindness and compassion. You do this for others. Now it's time to do it for yourself. Yes, 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 yes. We don't even have to go over it because that was the message. Let's see what group 3 has. 1. I said conception, but guess what? It says angelic being. Angelic being. I definitely feel like that looks like an angel too. Yes. With the pink and the greens, that's like definitely heart chakra angel. Gabriel. Okay. Your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. Your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They are trying to communicate with you now. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called, feel the subtle touch of a feather or a tender tickle. You may see a sign on a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. Keep your awareness open to the messages they are bringing you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, guys, that's everything. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you felt like this was helpful or useful and you enjoyed it, feel free to like. I would greatly appreciate it. Comment below which one you chose, because I'm interested to know. And share the video with somebody that you think can use it. Okay. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and we hope to see you back. Peace.